Woo! I am tired. Been working out, getting a lot of sleep, but working out a lot too. So it's wearing me out. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Anyway, welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. I am your host, Christopher Bell, and I just got off work, and I'm going to talk about a very important thing that's near and dear to my heart. And that is knowing the difference between investing and speculation. Now, there's a lot of crap going on in the stock market and, with cryptocurrencies and all that other stupid crap, meme stocks. And people think that there's a lot of money to be made by investing in these weird assets that don't really produce anything. For example, Bitcoin. Bitcoin does not produce any cash flows. If you buy Bitcoin, you are speculating. If you do not see a cash flow, you are speculating. Now, I was on WallStreetBets, so I have them on Reddit. I don't really go on there anymore because it's just a bunch of crap, except for the memes. But there's also a Facebook group called WallStreetBets. And there was a guy on there, and he starts posting about Bitcoin, like, oh, you need to go buy Bitcoin, man. It's a great investment. And being me, I saw that, and I was like, I have to say something. Because I hate when people put out complete and utter garbage because it misleads people and it makes them basically induces them to buy stupid crap that's probably going to screw them over. Now, the average person doesn't understand investing at all. So what they do, at least what I think they do, is they look at stuff and they say, okay, how much has it gone up recently? And if they see something that has skyrocketed recently, they probably think, well, this must be a good thing to invest in because it went up really quickly and it sounds cool and new and innovative. So you got like AMC, the meme stock, GME, GameStop. You got freaking Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin, all these stupid investments that people are like trying to hop on because they see all these gains. So I saw this dude post in WallStreetBets on Facebook. And I had to intervene. I had to step in. And I said something to the tune of like, yeah, buying Bitcoin, that's just a great way to make a lot of money. You can definitely analyze its cash flows and it'll help you arrive at a good price and a good valuation for the investment. And this guy comes back and he's like, well, you know what, Mr. Christopher, you're making yourself look dumb. This guy called me dumb on WallStreetBets, and I had to keep going. So I said, please explain to me, and this is kind of an abbreviated version. I said, please explain to me how you value Bitcoin. How does Bitcoin generate cash flows? How do you know what it's worth? And he basically comes back and he says, well, everything is speculation, you can buy Bitcoin and sell it at a higher price. But you can also buy a stock and sell it at a higher price, which is true. You can do that. And you can speculate on stocks. But there's a big difference. And I tried to explain it to this guy. I said, look, all right, when you buy a stock, you don't have to sell it to generate a stream of income for the rest of your life. You can actually buy a stock and hold it forever, and you never have to sell it to somebody else. So yes, you can sell stocks to other people and make money, but if you do that in the short term, that's speculation. However, if you buy a stock and it pays out these things called dividends, that's actually cash flow. Now you compare that to buying a Bitcoin, all right? Let's talk about buying a stock first. So I see this stock, it's a small company, even though I don't buy small companies, but just for an example, I see a small company and I say, wow, this company is really going to get big. And even though it's not paying a dividend at the time, I say, wow, I can see myself owning this company for the next 30, 40, or 50 years or forever. So I buy the company. And then the company goes up in value over time, up and up and up. Now, I can choose to sell that company quickly and make a short-term profit, which is speculation because you really can't determine what's going to happen in the short term. Or you could hold that company forever. So let's say this company grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. And then I'm 65 years old. Now this company's huge and established and it's making a lot of money. Well, at that point, it's probably going to be paying a dividend. So I don't have to freaking sell that stock to anybody else because the company is paying a dividend. It's paying out a part of its profits to me. All right. That's an investment. You look at the company, you see what it's doing, and you say, wow, this has a lot of potential. Now, you could be right, you could be wrong, whatever, but you don't need to ever sell a stock. Also, think about rental property. You can buy a house and rent it out. You never have to sell it again. Now, if you buy a house, fix it up and flip it, that's in a way speculation because you're just basically trying to buy and sell something without making many improvements. Now, if you make improvements, you're obviously adding value to the home. So that's worth something. But if you're just buying a house and then you're like, oh, housing prices just go up and you don't add any value to it, that's speculation. You're just hoping the price goes up. It's the same freaking thing. It's a house. You buy one house and you sell it. There's no changes. That's speculation. All right. Compare that to buying rental property where you rent a house out. You don't have to sell that, but you can generate cash flow because the renters pay you this thing called rent. There's cash coming to you. So we've talked about stocks. They pay dividends eventually. They don't have to in the initial phase, but eventually as they become more established, they do. Or you could do rental property where they freaking pay you. You could buy bonds. Bonds pay interest. I mean, eventually they mature and you have to buy more, but that's cash flow. Now, a lot of companies, or pretty much all companies, provide value to people. A company, let's say a manufacturing company, they take raw materials and they convert that into a product. And that product is then sold to a customer at a higher price. Now, this guy I was debating with said that companies are basically speculation too, because they're buying and selling stuff at a higher price. But what he didn't understand is that the company is adding value and they're profiting and getting compensation for that value. Think about buying a car. Could you make your own car? I highly doubt it, okay? But these companies, these car manufacturing companies, they take all this raw material and they smash it together and boom, now you have a car that drives and it lasts forever. They added value. They took random crap, they threw it together, they put labor, materials, overhead all into that car, and boom, now you have a car. That's adding value. They took something and made it better. So that's not speculation. You're adding something and you're generating cash flow by selling that at a higher price than its individual components cost to put into it, all right? That's value. Now, compare that to Bitcoin, all right? Compare buying a company to buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just Bitcoin, all right? You buy a Bitcoin and it doesn't do anything. It literally is just one Bitcoin. You can buy one Bitcoin and in 20 years, it's one Bitcoin. What did it produce? Nothing. It just is. It's just a thing. It's like an eraser. I have this eraser. When somebody made this eraser, they added value. They took a bunch of raw materials, they put it together, and boom, now I got a freaking eraser. So now I have this finished product. And then let's say I buy this, right? I'm like, ooh, I think erasers are going to go up. And in 10 years, I sell it for double the amount that I bought it for. Well, what changed? It's still a freaking eraser. That's it. It didn't do anything. It doesn't produce anything. All right? That's speculation. You're buying something, you're not adding any value to it, and you're trying to resell it for a higher price because you think it's going to go up and you don't know why. You just think it is. And you're just hoping. That's the freaking difference, all right? And if you think about it, it's super easy. If it generates cash flow, it's an investment. It could be a bad investment. Maybe it eventually produces negative cash flow, or maybe you don't profit at all, or you don't profit as much as you think you would have. But it's actually producing cash flow. But gold, silver, lumber, timber, or whatever, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, those produce nothing in and of themselves. Now, at least with commodities, you can use some of them to build other things, and that's fine. But buying and selling the commodity itself in the hopes of getting a higher price for it is speculation, okay? That's how easy it is. So don't get swept up in all this stupidity of, oh, this is going to go up. And, oh, you just buy it Monday, and then on Friday, it's going to be double the price because I just know because stimmy checks or something, all right? Nobody freaking knows. You don't want to gamble your money on stupid speculative investments. Buying and selling a stock for the purpose of just selling it in 2 days, Well, you're not going to get any cash flows. You're just freaking selling the stock just in the hopes of getting a higher price. It's stupid. So do not speculate. Put your freaking money in tax advantage accounts, okay? Buy total world stock market index funds. I say this every freaking video. I know it's so hard, okay? I know you got to go buy your Bitcoin, and you saw a company that has a high dividend. You don't even know what a dividend is, and you don't know that it actually doesn't increase. It doesn't produce anything. It just makes you pay taxes. And that's what you do. You just buy random crap here, random crap there. You read a news article. Come on, stop. Buy a total world stock market index in tax advantage accounts, and boom, max them all out. And before you know it, you're going to be doing pretty well. And all these clowns that are buying and selling stupid investments that are really speculation, they'll show you some of their gains. Oh, look at how much I made. I made $300 on Tesla. And they won't show you their losses, of course, because they always make the right decision every time. And you let them show you their gains. And then you look at your tax advantage accounts and you have 6, 7 figures in there, and you're just like, whatever, I don't care. That's how it is, okay? Don't speculate. If you do, just use a couple $100. I mean, I always say 5%, but even that's a lot. Do you want to risk 5% of your freaking savings on BS? No, you don't, right? So hopefully that clarifies the difference between investing and speculating. Now, you don't have to go on WallStreetBets like me and debate these idiots. It's a lost cause. There's so many people that they see the price go up, and that's it. It goes up because it goes up. And you're never going to convince them otherwise. But you just sit back, you keep buying the world, you own every company that's publicly traded in the world, and you don't care, and you just laugh. And whenever the next crash comes, it's going to be marvelous to see all these losses, to see all these people driven insane by losing everything. And I'm going to laugh, okay? So don't speculate. Oh, and of course, right when I'm about to get off, I get 3 viewers. So I'm probably going to make a couple more videos, so just hang tight if you want to watch more, but I just finished this one. So subscribe, hit the bell button for notifications, post a comment, and if you have a question, email me. It's in the description below, and I'll make you a personalized video, and I will keep you anonymous, and I will answer your investing questions and maybe political questions as long as they don't get me in trouble, okay? So I'll be back in a second. Cheers.